Okay, and if I did that correctly, we are live. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Bloodloch stream, the Bloodloch takeover.
Bloodloch takeover.
I mean, it is.
Yes, hi, we're taking over. This is our channel now.
That's right. Bow. On your knees.
Wow.
That was
Wow, street there.
that was nice. That was real
Just went up
nice.
to 11 real fast.
So we've got a decent amount of the Bloodloch leadership here tonight. Well, this morning. Poor Elene, it's morning for her. So we've got Bulrok, Elene, Maeve, and Whirran. Kurok had something come up, so he won't be able to join. And I don't see Xenia. I'll go poke her and see if she still wanted to join. But does anyone want to do like hellos and introductions for themselves? For the ones that haven't been here at least before.
Yeah,
You know who I am.
you've heard me before, but on a different stream. My name is right there. It's Elene.
She's tyrannical.
Yes, I'm tyrannical. Cute tyrannical tyrant.
And Yeti is already saying that sounds like the anime waifu, so you can go smack him later.
Wow.
Smack him now.
I mean, yes,
Go get
you
him,
could do
Elene.
that. Go get him. I want to see the dev side on my screen.
That's right.
Oh, so that's
It's
what
good
Xenia
XP.
is doing.
Okay.
Oh yes, Whirran. Start things off. Thanks.
What? What am I doing?
You gotta start the stream off. You're a veteran now. Come lead us through what we're supposed to be talking about.
What?
Oh boy, are you sure you want to let him lead? Or are you
To
trying
say,
to?
do we want to talk about the Mathis? Or like,
Yeah, he'll talk about his Trump.
Okay, no.
Yes.
Goddamn, no.
Let's talk about Bama.
you hand me the microphone. I'm like, okay. Have you heard about the Lord? I mean,
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Twink Boy?
can I interest you in a copy of this not Bible?
Not Bible.
Not Bible.
Okay, well, what we want to talk about on this stream is actually how far Bloodloch has actually gone. Because like we started out this year without a clear plan for Bloodloch as a city, and it was disjointed and very here and there. And I would like to this stream is kind of like to appreciate how far the city has gone in terms of its identity, the people leading it, and also just to give a huge shout out to like Tedronite because he has helped us so much in cleaning up our identity and stuff like that. So yeah, that's first on the agenda. How far Bloodloch has changed from past to present.
Oh boy, that's gonna be. If you go from past to present, it's going to take a while.
Okay, fine. From the start of this year to now.
Okay.
I mean, clearly you've seen that we had a lot of changes from the start of the year to now. I don't even know when I became tyrant, but yeah, I think we've done a lot of changes, and a lot of the work behind the scenes really helped set the tone. Like for example, you guys remember Al Jazeera, right?
Yeah.
That spawned a lot of stuff with like slaves and all the things regarding like building up a fortress in front of Bloodloch and not being afraid to go PK people for what we believe in and stuff like that, and we had a lot of pushback, I guess, when we did all of this, because it's kind of like we're going out there to make enemies.
Yeah.
and it's kind of hard when half the city, or rather some of the city, isn't as on with the whole program. Because like you're hitting like so many cities with like the slavery thing, If you don't have enough people to support you, then you're gonna have a very difficult time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Burrow, what do you think about it? You were around, right, when we did Al Jazeera?
Which one of us? I don't know if you met
The
him.
bull. The bull.
Oh,
The
what?
Bulrok. Okay.
Hi.
Oh, hi. I was totally paying attention.
No,
What
you
was the
weren't.
question? What was the question, just for the streamers who weren't listening?
Mhm.
Jesus.
Okay, the question is, you were here for the Al Jazeera slavery thing, right?
Yes.
Didn't we start a war off of that?
Did we start a war off of that? I
I mean,
I
if
don't feel
you
like we started like an official war, but oh wait, no.
you did because of the whole Mogdadu and Anorian thing,
Yeah,
right?
because well, again, I don't know if it was an official war, but I know that there was a metric fuck ton of PK because I remember we were fighting in Asdune at one point in time. Wait,
Oh,
no.
yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. You were.
There was an official war over it because we ended up I guess troops had to be moved to block us from gaining entry, so people fortified, and then the only way we get rid of the troops was to attack, which declared war.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. So much
Yeah.
fun that I apparently blocked it on my memory for a moment. But no, I remember that. I remember we fought in Mog, we fought in Asdune, we fought in Sihadilis or whatever it
Yeah.
is
See,
below Asdune.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
We had
remember
a lot of vampires come out to help us during that push, right? That
we
was
did.
coming off the battlefield.
Yeah, that was coming off. Um, I think that was before the initial Dominion thing going down.
Mm,
No, I
It
think
was
that was in the middle.
it was in the
was it in the
middle.
middle?
Yeah, because there ended up being a calling, and this is just from what I remember us talking about before. There ended up being a calling to the Dominion to basically come get their asses together, and then there was the battleground, and it was during this whole thing. So
Okay.
there's like a shit ton of vampires one day for one of the things, and we, then Norian, I say we, it's not me, and Norian, got their asses pretty well whooped.
Yeah.
You're one of us. You just don't realize it yet.
Exactly, that's all it is.
No, but
Oh, I just realized. Wow. Okay.
I remember during that my personal take was that was sort of whenever I don't want to say like something started growing between Spines Reach and Bloodloch, but it was a little more obvious that we were only not fair weather allies, but we were only sort of allies at that time. Because, yeah, they weren't, I mean, they didn't really have any stake in it anyways because it was the whole Bloodloch drive thing on it, but they were, you caught a lot of, not necessarily flack, but like, word was traveling that they weren't exactly okay with the slave thing either. Like, in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember there's a bit of a division, slight division from there on and stuff. And I guess that's kind of where, our well, things we were previously aligned on previous things. And then now from that point of time, it seemed like we were getting further away from each other on what we agree we are okay with and what we're not. And I mean, I think that's a good thing because it kind of builds on each organization's identity a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of the same divide ended up happening because of it in Duran and in Orient. So I think it started a lot across the board, and then you guys just kind of took and I'm saying this as a reference just because someone made it, and I can't stop picturing it as Whirran. The bad guy mustachio, where you're just twisting the mustache. You guys kind of took that imagery and ran with it.
Excuse
That's
me.
fun.
He does not have a mustache.
He needs to have one now. It's just
He
it's
has
gotta be a thing.
he has a nice hat though with a giant feather.
He has a very nice hat.
Yes.
God, I
Fancy.
regret giving you that freaking
It
hat.
matches his socks.
Yes. Hat and sock. That's all he needs.
Sigh.
And Tet's over here sending me fart tells. Thanks, Tet. You're very mature. So mature. Anyway, so
Okay. Hey, Xenia's here. Hi, Xenia.
Hello.
Are you done PKing?
Yeah, she was PKing without us. What the hell?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I have been PKing without everybody. So you
how
guys are welcome. There's nothing wrong with starting a group fight.
did you even
There's
have
not.
a group fight? It was just
It's
screaming.
something Warren is very proficient at.
Pants.
Starting
Wait,
up
no,
group
what?
fights.
Oh,
So
starting fight.
I haven't been listening to the stream, so I'm kind of coming in cold, but I'm feeling hot. So catch me up, guys.
We were talking about the original push for slaves that started with the slave capturing and led to the war with the Norian.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
And
didn't Xenia play a huge part in that too? I remember you were playing with Rasani and stuff about all this thing.
Right. So yeah, Xenia played a part in it in that she got caught and I wrote my emotes in a very transparent way. Like it was very obvious, even though Xenia as a character was like, no, I'm not, whatever, not answering questions or doing anything that would give away information. The emotes were very much like, she has shackles in her hands. Very easy to connect the dots.
yeah.
I remember that being hilarious. She has like a chain wrapped around her waist, and she's like, "No, I'm just here to make friends."
It's
Yeah,
a
like
decorative thing, that's all.
Yeah.
yeah, she was like, I'm just here to visit the moon and see what goods they have here, or something along those lines.
Like dragging
These
chains
are
behind her.
bracelets. I'm giving them bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
she doesn't like Xenia doesn't really lie, but she'll like skirt the truth,
Yeah.
So yeah, in that regard, she had it, and I had a cool little rivalry with Rasani after all the fighting was happening, and it was pretty clear that the Bloodlockians, for the most part, were going to be able to do this uncontested. I thought it would be fun to like introduce. I guess I'm a suck. I guess I worship Iocine in real life because I'm like, oh, what can I do to like make this fun and introduce a loss for myself potentially? I like to win. Give me, to be clear, I like to win. But I was like, I'm gonna just duel Rasani every day for Xenia's shackle and make it, publicly known that whenever Xenia lost, Bloodloch didn't get her share of the slaves. And yeah, Rasani beat Xenia one of those days, and she got to prevent slaves from being taken up.
That's cool.
Nice.
Do you think it helped with like what do you guys think? Do you think it helped with solidifying Bloodloch's identity? Because the Bloodloch from then was still building up to the crazy villains that we are right now in this event.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't feel like Bloodloch did a lot of like Empire things before then. Like there was the whole identity of we're the Empire. We go out and conquer things, but we didn't really conquer anything.
Yeah.
We,
Not in a long time, at least.
yeah, yeah,
Well-
not in a long time.
Well, the Empire thing, just for reference, wasn't really a thing that that was pushed until fairly recently. Like I want to say just before the Achaean converts came over. Like Empire, like I think it was either Tet or Iaza was the first one to say something about the Empire, I believe, over city channels, and the rest of us just kind of fucking ran with it.
To be fair, it made sense because like we own territories, right? And empires own territory. So I guess empire made sense. And so I thought it was a good idea. That's why we kind of just changed the laws and like ideals and stuff to better suit like empire stuff.
I don't know. It was definitely people were calling it an empire when I started, so it was definitely before then at some point.
Right, right. Like I
I
was
don't
just
know. I
saying,
don't know
like it
when
wasn't.
though.
It hasn't been a thing that existed for years. That's what I was saying. Like
Oh,
it
okay,
was
yeah,
about a few months before you guys got here that we
yeah,
just started to push that narrative.
Eh, I
yeah.
mean, it's kind of always been a little bit of a theme. It just kind of depended on who was the leader at the time. And it wasn't necessarily called an empire, but they still pushed for like the conquering of other places. It's definitely a whole lot better now, though. I will say that much. I love what's been going on. You guys are just, evil, and there should just be a place that's purely evil.
Yeah.
We started having a lot more of that feel for me, especially after we built El Jazeera, because it's literally just like a I don't know, something about El Jazeera just gets to me. It's like a literal compound with these massive walls and like bands of slaves that actually reside there, and just so many soldiers in the desert. That's what really solidified the identity for me. Like that's what people should look at and see Bloodloch, I think.
Yeah, hopefully when we get to the other territories, I know Villimore is currently being worked at, but hopefully when we get the different territories up and stuff, it will further solidify the whole feel of an empire with different territories doing stuff for us.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but it's going to be amazing. Everybody's going to want to visit Vilmo. It's great.
Maeve has been ranting to me about it, raving to me about it.
You could provide spoilers. It's fine.
No.
You're amongst
Mm-mm.
friends.
No, nothing for you.
Wow.
I'm excited for just well, this is just a sneak peek. Corner is like in the uh why are people bothering me in game? What the fuck?
Because you're streaming. That's why.
Yeah. It's like, do you? I can come. No, I can't come protect you in death case. I don't have that. Oh well.
Oh, mission. Tet
Okay,
out there.
anyway, I was saying just a sneak peek because Corner is still like far in the future. Um, but over there we're gonna do like the whole slave gladiator um sort of aesthetic is what we're going for in Corner, which I think is gonna be cool. It's gonna have like quests to empower slave gladiators and have them fight for their freedom and become undead and stuff like that.
Ooh. There used to be
Sweet.
some under El Jazeera, so that is. I like that.
To me, I'm excited for it.
Seriously.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just over here nerding. I'm not part of the party. I'm just nerding. It's fine.
Okay, next topic change. Um, it does seem like in Bloodlock leadership we have a good separation between like how many new people are on the ministers and how many of the more established people are in the ministries. Um, okay, it's not really just Bloodlock centric, but what do you guys feel about like just getting new people in general to fill up ministries and stuff? Because I feel that that's a good way to get people to be more integrated into like the city culture by giving them like important stuff to do.
I think it's a great way to definitely integrate uh, characters into the city culture to help define the city culture, develop either new eras of it or continue what the things they already like. I know when I briefly got to like was appointed to what was I the novice aides, but that's not what they're called. What is it called? Anyone remember?
Uh,
For people who take care of the novice aides and the novice chest, typically ambassador.
ambassador, yeah.
Yeah, Xenia briefly
Wow.
got to be ambassador, and even though I didn't really like do too much with it, it was a great springboard for me to just kind of start to integrate myself back into Bloodloch in a way that I hadn't done, because I had just returned, and before I had quit playing, I had joined Bloodloch but hadn't really done anything. It was like maybe I joined Bloodloch and the week later I stopped logging on. So I was very much a new citizen in Bloodloch, even though I had somewhat of an established reputation outside of it. And it was really good for me to get a chance to like integrate and start to endear myself into that culture.
Do you think current Bloodloch is difficult to integrate with? Because I know we're kind of silent on Seatel sometimes. So I can't really judge like whether it's like easy to integrate into the culture or like what. Because Bloodloch now has a culture where it feels very militant. And I don't know whether novices feel like that's a difficult, difficult atmosphere to be integrated in.
Before I add on to that, just what the fuck are you doing over there,
Oh,
Rian?
I'm photoshopping. I'm having fun over here. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
You got
I
your
Alright.
mustache and angry face now. It's cool.
Okay. Is he not angry enough?
No, he wasn't. He needed more bushy brows. That's what he needed.
The hell is happening?
Whirran was pulling up Photoshop and adding red eyebrows and mustaches on Bulrok's character.
Yeah.
Picture character. Yeah.
I figured
He
just
looks like
showing
Elena.
showing Aetolia where I'm getting random tells and stuff is not enough. I have to Photoshop and give the entertainment to the people while you guys talk, because you guys are entertaining and this is just a distraction. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Your new
Okay.
profile picture.
Yeah. I was gonna say, oh, were you going, Bull?
I was gonna talk, but as long as it's not a topic change, you can go before me.
Yes, it's not a topic change. I was going to say before, when I tried to have a character in Bloodloch, and this has been months ago, I did have a problem trying to integrate. But I think that was more also there were so many like issues going around at the time. Like you were still kind of figuring things out, and you still had the whole Dominion shit to figure out. So I think that was probably a lot of it, and just a quieter player base. Like there weren't as many people as active as they are now. I think in the current place, you probably aren't likely having as much issues, but I'd have to go make a newbie and go fool around and see.
Well,
Okay. You next, Bulrok.
yeah. What I was gonna say, as far as I really don't know what I would say about like integrating to the culture as far as the ministries go, but I will say that trying to like tackle part of like the culture thing and like integrating people into it that I've thought about, not necessarily done much to address in game, is sort of like you said, like this is more of a militant culture in Bloodloch, but that doesn't necessarily like usually in Aetolia, whenever you start getting on about military and stuff, I gotta look away from that screen.
sorry. I'll switch back.
No,
to this.
you're fine. But like it's has a heavy PK emphasis, and personally, that's not what I'm looking for in the culture. Like, I mean, PKers are gonna PK, and they're gonna do it with whatever culture you give them. They'll find a way. So like
Right.
making sure that it's not like a PK. Like, of course, I want people to PK, but like I don't want that to be like an over
Arking.
yeah, an overarching thing, like an unspoken oppressive force over people who don't want to PK as much as everyone else, and like make them feel like they're discluded from the culture.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there have been a fair number of people out of character who are very helpful, because I don't generally go towards PK. I've gotten more into it now, but it always gives me such anxiety, and I know many feel that way. But a majority of the people in the city, in our OOC groups, are very helpful and willing to step forward and help you get comfortable with that. And I don't necessarily, I mean, there are times when you feel like the pressure to go do something if you're in the militia or whatever, but you joined that, that's a part of that role play, you know, it's expected of you. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to add to this
Mhm.
in terms of integrating the. I think that Bloodloch is kind of you're signing up to be an antagonist in some way, whether that's and that could be PK for sure, but
Mhm.
regardless, you are going whether or not you are actually like proactively being an antagonist, somebody in your somebody around you is being an antagonist, and there's that militant mentality that goes with trying to maintain the identity of an empire of like, okay, you know, fuck with the bull, get the horns, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's
It's oppressive. We're not snuggly.
yeah, like it's definitely oppressive. Now that said, I've never seen an instance since my time back where anyone has ever been like chastised or treated like lesser than for not showing up or
Right.
being
Yeah.
part of the fight. Like, in fact, if anything, like I see people go out of their way to create roleplay reasons that make sense why maybe this non PK character is not like part of the militia or not fighting or whatever. That's still like respecting their presence in the as a contributing thing in the empire and in that faction. So
Yeah, I can agree there.
so
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I think I
totally.
think I think anything like I think where we're gonna see tensions or where people are just not gonna be able to really fit in is really like folks that don't want to play bad guys, and that's okay. Like not everyone can play the bad guy.
Yeah.
And if you don't like being a bad guy, like if you don't like really being lumped in with people that like, you know,
Are bad guys.
yeah, or like or even
Like
like on
Maeve.
top of that, you got to like also like there's a little bit like there's a little bit of out of character pressure too, you know, because it gets competitive and you know it can be that can be stressful. It can definitely be stressful and with the wrong mindset it can become demoralizing, you know,
Yeah.
personally from a player standpoint, and you can like just kind of get swamped and start to burn out from just wanting to play and enjoying the game. So yeah, like in that regard it's not an easy thing, and people that want to try to make it work without also like accepting the things that come with playing villains, unfortunately, like no, they're probably not going to fit in and they're not going to have a good time, and I personally think that that's okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have a pretty good core of people right now in Bloodloch that seem to, you know, um, be pretty active in contributing to this whole villainy field. Like, for example, as you were talking about, you don't have to be able to PK to be part of like the whole culture. We have like Maeve who doesn't really PK, but she's kind of like a villain in her own way. She steals kisses, you know. She's a kiss tea, okay?
Still
And then
waiting. Still waiting.
still waiting. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have people like Techa, who's just a villain on her own right.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. All the different flavors, right? You don't have to be one type of villain. There are so many different ways that you can creatively go about being a villain.
Exactly.
Is this where I make a joke about going and attacking the archway and killing all the Styrian people or something?
True villains.
But
I'm the only good guy in a nest of villains, so
you really are.
Excuse me.
Whirran is just a paragon.
I log in every day to like
Our
hear
drug dealer.
things like yeah. I log in every day. People tell me, "Hey, we will make trouble today again." Why?
Yeah,
What? How?
I'll message her and be like, yeah, so dear, when you log in, nothing is wrong. Don't don't
When you went to
Don't
steal
read your
that bell, I got
messages.
like 3 freaking messages about it. People saying I'm innocent. Don't blame me. Blame Whirran. Gosh.
I'll get out ahead of this preemptively and just be like, no, it's fine.
It's fine. This is
I
fine.
didn't try and steal a bell. It's all good.
Sigh. You did what? You stole a
Yeah,
bell?
exactly. No.
You did what? You PK'd Spine's Reach? Oh gosh.
Yeah, this is her daily morning.
This is how she
Elaine's
makes every
Morning.
pair.
Elaine's gonna end up giving up on Aetolia just because she can't handle wearing shit anymore.
I'm a delight.
I wear the pants in the relationship, okay?
Is this where
That's
we're
right.
at now? Jesus.
Okay, so now that we've covered basics of like how Bloodloch has been, culture and stuff, do we want to get into the main topic, which is Bloodloch's role in this current event and what set us down the path of being the solo villains 3v1 city.
We don't share toys and we don't play well with others.
That's basically yes.
That is 100% it. It's
That's
not. You guys are
it.
toddlers. That's what it is. You are toddlers, and you want, and you're making a tantrum, and that is
Want
yes.
it now.
We don't
Yes.
share toys, but we
Ours.
take other people's toys because they're actually
It was our
toys.
toy.
Yeah,
Right.
they're actually our toys. They're just holding them.
They haven't
temporarily.
realized it. Right.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm dealing with toddlers.
Yes, this is actually the
Am I
Bloodloch.
like the kindergarten teacher?
No, I mean, it shouldn't come as a surprise. Like my whole thing from the start has essentially been that I think cities are much cooler when they stand on their own and have their own identity, and I've never liked the tether system.
Mm-hmm.
So when there were opportunities for Bloodloch to just go, full on Empire, you guys don't support what our Empire is going to do, and you're not helping our Empire goals, so we're just gonna do it alone. Like that
Yeah, it
was
makes sense.
that was a really exciting. Like I saw that as a big opportunity, and obviously I went, for that as much as I could.
Obviously.
Yeah.
He's trying to spin this like it was some elaborate plan. I'm gonna steal a bell, and that's gonna break us up with Spine's Reach.
Oh, no, okay. Full disclosure,
Twirl the mustache.
I
Yes.
had no idea that was gonna be a thing. I literally was just like, hey, they left a bell here. I want this fucking bell. And then I asked Bloodloch, and everyone's like, yeah, let's steal a bell. And then it just
What could go wrong?
What
Yeah,
could go
I don't-
wrong?
suddenly we're stealing a bell, and like we're with Spine's Reach. I don't know. I was like, I'm a genius. I don't know what happened.
Ride or die for that fucking bell.
And to this day, we still
The
don't
bell
have
we
a
didn't
bell.
even get. Yeah, the bell we didn't even get. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not part of my elaborate plan. That was just
Yeah, of course it was a very, very elaborate plan.
well,
Absolutely.
he's a science ogre, so it's always elaborate.
He's a science ogre. He can't even spell scientific.
True.
Though I think there's something to be said because every War of Night has definitely led to like a split between Spine's Reach and Bloodloch. The last one there was a huge split, and
Yeah.
now this one. Like I think this has been a long time building.
It kind of always is, because this isn't the second or even the third time that Bloodloch
Mhm.
and Spine's Reach just said, "Oh, you know what? We're not friends anymore."
Yeah, it's not the first
Yeah.
time.
It's like I don't want to share my toys with you anymore. You're just not nice. Jeez, stop kicking
And-
sand at me.
And we've all said it and talked about it before, and like it's nothing against Spine's Reach or its players. It's just like Bloodloch and Spine's Reach have the only thing they have in common is this artificial construct known as tethers, and that is it.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
have different
you, it's me.
motivations and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, it's always
yeah, we
been
have different
super odd
motivations.
to me that
Mm-hmm.
Spines Reach and Bloodloch are friends because like by all rights they shouldn't be friends. They just both like Shadow,
Yeah,
but they don't actually
that's
like the things that the other likes.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, besides living, it's pretty much the same with the other side too. Like, there's not really anything else that should be bonding them together necessarily. Besides, hey, we kind of like spirit and we like living, so I guess we've got to be friends. But no, we really don't have to be.
Yeah, and I think that's interesting now that like orgs are fighting and stuff like the like Heron enemy and Orion leadership and stuff like that.
Loved it.
it's really interesting. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Traitors for letting Severin go. How dare they? How dare they?
What I
Yeah.
think is super
Shout out to
cool
Heron because that was badass.
about
Yeah.
what I think is cool about this split between Bloodloch and Spines Reach is I think for the longest time, if I go back like 4, 5, 6 years ago, when stuff like this was similar, there was a very much like a meta decision, of players like, you know what, we're gonna lose if we split up, like we can't do this.
Yep.
It's gonna be 1v1v2 and all this stuff. And this time around, at least like I could tell like the attitude is like we don't really care. Like we don't care if we're losing or winning. Like obviously we want to win, but at the same time like there's been a shift and it's like moved away from playing this like meta game
Yeah.
as opposed to like, hey, we actually would have more fun just playing our empire the way we want to play our empire, win or lose.
Yeah.
Right. What's important to your org?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And I gotta say like that's the most exciting thing and like freeing that I didn't even realize was the case until we were already doing it this time around. And I was like, you know what, like this is great. This is a vast improvement of the player I was 5 years ago for sure, and just in general of the community.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I admit I was concerned when we got into this whole conflict with Spines Reach because we do have a lot of things to lose. But just thinking about it a little bit more, I think we benefit a lot more from just sticking to our guns and roleplay than just be concerned about all these things that we're losing and stuff. I think it's a good trade-off, honestly.
I agree. I think that more orgs need to be willing to kind of stick to their guns, even if they're going to lose their allies, and just run with it. Because the admin are absolutely supportive of it and want us to make things more of a shit show, in a good way. I mean that in a good way, but they
Right.
want the stories to be told and for people to have fun and to really define their orgs. So I love again what Bloodloch is doing, and it is similar to what ended up happening in the previous War of the Night. Different reasons because of the whole vampire eating Ati and all that. I think that was what it was last time.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
time you guys are just straight up evil, and I love it. It's so much of a better reason rather than just Avarash ate Ati. He's a bad guy now. Oh, we can't be friends.
Now this time Avrash is just a complete badass who beats the Shadow on mountaintops.
He was like an anime protagonist, I think.
Yeah,
this time.
that was the
He
best.
needs
The
to
best.
I
teach us his
I
tricks.
don't know that we should start giving him too much credit, guys. He wasn't really that cool.
Yeah, don't give Avarash credit. He don't need it.
No,
Don't need it.
that happened, and I was instantly
See if
messaging
he
Elene.
blesses
Can I
us
be a
again."
vampire now, please? I want to be cool like Avrash.
Oh, you're not allowed.
Like Abby Daddy, as I call him.
Oh my god, Abby.
Hey, settle down, settle down.
Okay, I can't.
He shows up in his
No
waistcoat
more
and
of
his
that.
tie.
No
and
more
just
of those.
beats ass.
Father of vampires, why are you taking it somewhere dirty? Shame. It's all on you. I'm not the pervert. It's you guys.
Yeah. You
I'm
are
kidding.
absolutely.
I've seen your snake dick sword. So.
My husband walked by and rolled his eyes. Right.
This is why I'm wearing
Damn it.
headphones. My husband and my son don't need to hear any of this.
No, not about the snake dick song.
Oh my god. Maeve has this sword
Ugh. my beautiful
And the
sword.
first time I walked
Shut
by
up,
it,
Tetcha.
all I could think of was that is a snake dick sword. Like, that's just what it is.
I didn't even think that until you said it. Like, wow, it kind of does.
She's
Okay,
like,
that's
"Oh,"
cool.
She's like, oh,
I've
hey,
never
yeah.
seen this sword.
I
Wanna
need to
touch it?
see. I want to touch it and I want to see it.
Maeve
Please.
has this, like, weird
You can
obsession with
touch it.
Oh,
Ophidians.
yay.
She has this weird thing with Ophidians, and so that was just where my first thought. I was just like, oh, that's a snake. Okay.
Gosh.
Yeah, if we
wow.
could be a snake race, that'd be great.
No.
I mean, you could technically go Zerani and try to lean into being more snake-like kind of lizard.
She's going there a little bit. Yeah.
I think
No
that's
spoilers,
the
but-
closest. But what does it even matter? You could just be whatever once you hit endgame, except for like maybe even with the 200 races, you could pretty much be what you want to be.
Yeah.
Don't say 200. I'm gonna have PTSD.
I'm so sorry. See,
I'm not ready for this.
well, don't
Only
side
what?
hop later because you might lose it. Just don't do it to yourself.
Boy, you're level 198. You better be getting ready by now.
Seriously.
Yeah, man. You're so close.
PTSD is strong.
Reminds me. Okay, you guys keep talking. I need to check my chocolates. I forgot I was gonna send some.
To not
What, you gonna
Whirran.
send some to me?
Yeah, she's like, hold on, let me deliver these chocolates to Rasani. Hold on. Like, purposely in front of me.
I should,
Wow.
but you know.
Tat, we
I'm not
moved
that
on. Don't you bring that evil back.
Oh, thank you. Everyone is sweet.
No one says that. No one says that. So.
But she's sweet because it's chocolate.
Well, that makes sense. You're right. Sweet because of the chocolate. Okay.
No.
You're not welcome on here, Ted. You couldn't join if you tried. Sorry.
Ooh.
Wow,
DM
fighting
you
word.
Start for you.
I'm kidding. If you really did want to join, I mean, it'd be up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Why not? It's a whole Bloodloch stream.
Sure. I mean,
Yes. Bring him in.
Seriously?
Ted, I'm waiting.
Okay. Well, you guys, you can keep talking. I've got to remember the way to like invite if they, invite to server.
Invite.
Where were we at on the talking? What was the last thing before we got into?
War of Night.
we got
War of the
distracted.
Night,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
separating like between being allies with Spine's Reach and Bloodloch and stuff like that.
Right.
Oh yeah, about the enhanced army thing. Man, that was really cool when it first went down. Like, it's like we've been building this whole enhanced army the whole time, and then like we were asked to like just use it, and then it lagged half of the game, and then we won and stuff. Yeah,
That was awesome.
Oh,
I was
yes.
sad I couldn't be there.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
Tedranai
It is very-
is the actual god of Bloodloch. We worship Tedranai instead of our actual advisory.
Okay.
What is that, bro?
I don't want to know what that was.
Okay, whatever. We sacrificed Bulrok for Tedranai then. Like,
Okay.
You'd get
I
a
don't
lot
know.
more done. No, Ted's cool. I love Ted.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, he's been doing a lot.
I don't know.
he has made more mini games for Bloodloch that are so cool than we deserve.
He's made
Yeah.
more mini games for the game. Period. Like
Yeah.
there's a whole area dedicated to games by Ted.
Yes. He's
Every
like every
time
single
he
thing he
releases
comes out
stuff.
with for Bloodloch is
It's a
fantastic.
minigame. It's also a minigame. So every time he says through like airbrush or something that he's working on something, I just get to guessing like what game is gonna come out next. So I did kind of call it that it's gonna be tower defense for this enhanced army, and man, was I right?
That sounds like him. I didn't realize you guys had. Well, actually, no. I sort of realized you guys got tower defense, but yeah, Ted has too much
Yeah, it
time
was
on his hands.
It's very cool. It is very cool.
Yeah. Throughout the whole battlefield, we were like just yelling across at each other, like you know how it goes, like east clear, and then like people just running around and going like Oh my god, the forces have broken through on the west side, you know?
Oh yeah, it felt so like
It kind of felt a bit chaotic.
it felt amazingly like the war atmosphere felt very very cool and real because it was like um like the east held for now and it's like they've broken through our left flank and it was just super cool that everyone was using yell instead of like web and
Yeah.
it was just wild.
That's cool.
I wasn't here for the second one, but I presume it went about almost the same.
It
Very
almost broke.
immersive.
It almost broke the game much sooner this time.
Oh.
Is that what was like
What?
in the game? I thought it was like freaking
Why am I
guards
not surprised?
attacking.
I mean,
It's just Bloodloch.
Sorry,
uh,
you break everything.
it was definitely lagging while the game was running on, but whenever Bloodloch turned up and called, the game had been turned off, and then the lag there was just caused by 70 players all sending commands at once, trying to bash them off.
Oh.
Nice.
Gosh. Man, I missed all of that. I was just busy hugging my bed.
I was
I
just
love
lagging.
when we're all in the room trying to kill shadow spawn and you can't actually tell if the shadow spawn are dying or not, you just have to assume.
Pretty much. Did you just... Someone just went through the entire Calliope, like, color scheme here on my screen. It's very pretty, but, sorry, guys. Gonna have to see
Oh,
colors.
it's from... Wow, it is very pretty. But holy crap, that's really colorful.
Yeah.
Where is that?
This is in
I'm assuming
Astral.
Ome.
Yeah, it's Astral is one of the NPCs you can do packs with. I forget which one is for. But Ome's order, we have this tattoo and we can change our color and go play it because it's kind of an instrument. And each of the different colors has its own like unique song, essentially.
We don't get color in Bloodloch.
The tattoo is an instrument?
Well, the instrument is the Calliope. The tattoo is what like changes the color. So like,
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool.
I can look at my tattoo here, adjust tattoo. I can look at the color. I've got all these colors I could change it to. It's a whole
Power
thing.
of the rainbow.
Power of the rainbow, exactly. That is what Astral is. It's the rainbow. It's so pretty.
Power of the rainbow. You
Anyway.
can't talk colors to Whirran. He sees none of it.
This is true.
Every time I
There's
talk
only
about
there's
colors.
only one color and it's silver.
Ah, yes.
Sigh.
Sigh. Yes, very much sigh. Okay. Well, where were you guys in your topics? Because I'm starting to get to the bottom of. You can tell I'm stumbling my words. Starting to get lower on my drink, so I really don't know where we left off there on that one. Which one it was?
We were talking about the enhanced army and stuff. And yeah, things like that. Well, anyone else has any other topics they want to talk about?
Just the War of Night stuff in general. I've liked the approach that like the way we've gone about this. Like Spine's Reach has done science things, and Durin's done Dindara, and then Bloodloch is like we're gonna fill trenches with lots of dead bodies, and then light them on fire.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was just very Bloodloch.
It was very Bloodloch. And then there's the whole Io sign and Io sign taking hearts and everything. That's still, yet again, very Bloodloch. Even though it's Io sign, it's awesome.
Everything has just felt very, very Bloodloch, which is great. Like even the fact that when we got the trenches for the Carnifex keep, you could dig them out, which took ages, or you could just light them on fire and kill everybody, and it cleared them out in one go.
I would have been doing that like nobody's business. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah. Just the fact that we had that option was very Bloodloch. Just like, you can kill all your friends and clear this out in one go if you want.
What I want all of those things is what I like the most about this entire event is these are all players just like doing things and going to run with it. Because I want to say Miol was like, you know what, we're gonna dig trenches, and she does some role play, poses some items, saying trenches were built, and next thing we know, there's a prog.
There's an orc wreck, I think, that she put into. I think.
Not well, maybe. she'd have to determine that. And then let's see, the hard thing. I don't even actually know if this is a real mechanic or not, because we just had the hard thing, and I was
It
like,
was not an org request, by the way.
there were, yeah, like there was no hard thing, or we just had the hard to present, and I was like, it was clear there was like not Xenia, but Iacine might die. Xenia's like
Xenia
the,
die.
but yeah, the Iacine could die, and so like I was trying to figure out how is Xenia gonna react to this and be proactive in some way, and I decided like just to start saying that everybody needed to give hearts to Iacine. And
It feels kind of high stakes that
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
entire thing honestly, this event does feel like end of the world. Now, not end of the world like maybe it might end or stuff, but definitely end of the world as in like, I know at least for my character, so much has been like just changed, and I've had to like put end to a lot of storylines, and I see how perhaps there might be ends of future storylines. Like if Iacine dies, like what is it? I'm gonna definitely have to
Yeah.
like think about a whole bunch of things for that character. But I think across the board, so many people are actually having to really like reevaluate their characters and start new storylines to a degree.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it has really felt like the events in this whole storyline has really forced a lot of evaluation of how you wanna, um, move on your character's story and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like, gosh, the reason why it feels so high stakes is like we could potentially lose a god because we don't know if like what happens if Iozine's heart ran out of power and stuff,
We
and it's like I'm just on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, and on top of that, like I love that everyone's adopting these hearts thing, but I 100% made that up as a player. It was like, okay, Xenia believes this full on, and is just going to move forward with it. And we have no idea we're kind of guessing and trying to figure out, is there even a mechanic involved in this that's going to change anything? And like, we're kind of trying to figure it out and see. But at the meantime, I think it makes sense. Like, regardless of whether or not there's a mechanic there, like this is what Xenia definitely believes is the solution, or and she's probably going through the stages of grieving, and this is she's in the bargaining stage. Bargaining with hearts.
Yep. I think that's kind of what a lot of the orgs are having to do, is basically bargaining to say, hey, can we just have another day alive? That would be great. And would you not kill off, so-and-so, not kill off a god, or kill off NPCs, pretty much so many different things that they love, they don't want to see gone. I think there was even like jokes of the fact that Cald was about to possibly go away, and like, what are we going to do about perfumery? There's not going to be anywhere we can make our damn perfumes.
That's important.
And
That's important.
It is very
That's
important.
a Maeve worry right there.
Valerie told me to make sure that I stocked up on bags of fertilizer because we wouldn't be able to get any more fertilizer. It's like that's the important thing about Cald.
Yes.
Oh, started the hoarding.
Man, before I left Durin with Whirran, I totally stole some of the what do you call it? The unique smoke items so that she can get high as much as she wants to.
The opium, was it the poppies, right?
The poppies and the fungus. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stock up and have at least like 100 and some of those on me, so that if the world does start to end, she can just fucking smoke drugs the whole time. It'll be fantastic.
All right.
You want to try my drug?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you want to try my drugs? Here you go. Have some fun.
We have drugs too. We can share.
Elene has a valid, like a legit drug business on the side.
Nice.
So if you
you have to try Elene's drugs.
We could be, our characters could be friends. She is very much on that drug hype right now. So
God,
this video is 100% getting taken down.
It can't be taken down. I am the owner, so it's fine. It's fine. And it'll become an
Uh.
audio podcast too, so it'll be everywhere. There's got to be one place it'll stick.
Oh, who is
Don't
that?
do drugs,
Oh,
kids.
Ted is here. He's here to fisticuffs Whirran.
Oh God, did I give
Oh,
you
we're gonna fisticuffs.
fisticuffs?
All right.
Yeah, on stream. Go.
Oh God.
Dude, why are we fisticuffs? I mean, I'm up for it.
He's like, why are we fighting?
I'm up for it. But like,
Here to, because I knew someone would say something eventually to make me jump in. This video's not going to get taken down. It's fine. You can talk about drugs all you want.
is that before or after we fight though?
But I mean, I can. Yeah, explain to me. Fine, if you want to do, explain to me what is uniquely dickish about that sword.
Oh God, we're going back to the snake penis sword.
I was not going to bring it up. I actually forgot about it, but he said we were going to fight, so here I am. I'm ready to fight.
I was told we were gonna fight.
By
No,
the
I
pants.
heard someone say something that involved like monetization and censorship, so I had to jump in because I was like, I know things about this.
I have experience.
What in the? It's totally not Bamathus's dried and powdered cum. That's a fantastic chat comment.
Holy
Okay.
shit! No.
That is a little bit
Oh
more
my
concerning.
God.
Although
my God.
this is video, but this is like
Bug.
we're like an hour in. Nah,
Bug.
they don't care
All
about
this
that.
time, I
Bug.
thought it was.
Wait,
Put-
who said this?
Bug.
It's
Bug
the
said
bug.
it.
It's the
Bug.
bug that
Oh
said
my
it.
It has to be
God.
grief now.
Bug.
Okay.
It's Alila.
Hold
Do
on.
we have proof
I
that
have a
it's
shard of
Do we have
authority.
proof that it's not? Do we have proof that it's
It
not?
is. I know
That's
how
a
it's
compelling
made.
Yes,
argument.
I've seen.
Okay.
Listen. I've
Let's
watched
ask
Mule
him.
make it. Mule has. I've seen the ingredients that go in there.
Yes, I know how it's made.
Okay,
and so
okay,
does
okay.
Xenia.
Have we seen? Okay, so it has essence of Bamathus in it, right?
What is his essence exactly?
Yeah. So
Hold on.
where is he?
While you guys are
this-
discussing this, I'm gonna go make some adjustments to the rhyme server.
Is he? No! I don't want to get banned for this. Not like this. Not like this.
No, if
Okay.
you haven't figured it out, when he says distilled essence of Bamathus, he's mostly full of shit.
Okay, well I'm pretending he's not full of shit.
Me too.
It's actually
It's
like
Bamathus
distilled
told
essence of
so
like
if Whirran is full of shit, so is Bamathus. So
I want to say it's got like the Durrani fruit as part of it.
Really? Huh.
That's the fruit of somebody's loins.
Oh,
and
God.
we're gonna get
But,
back from the server, and he's gonna do this. This is nepotism in the extreme.
This is
No,
fantastic.
it's a holy sacrament. Yeah.
See, you know what? I'm gonna leave because I got here and everything went off the rails. We're not talking about anything anymore.
Who cares? we were an
We're
hour
talking about
in,
the
and
only part of this game that matters.
yeah, we're talking about the only
I
thing
disagree.
that matters.
We're
about
talking about the
Mathis.
things that matter. Yes.
Yes.
His powdered Bama juice.
Yeah, see, Maeve heard. Oh, it's powdered Bamathus cum. Yeah, that actually works for me quite well. That
does.
doesn't. If anything, that's a
does.
positive.
She snorts it while looking at the posters on her wall.
Oh God.
She's simping.
It's extremely funny because he's really kind of basic. If you look at him, he's just like a hunky Twinkie. Like he's a twunk. Like he's just like this strong
Oh,
smoothie guy.
Say, like,
He's Legolas.
Oh God.
Hunky Twink is a
Etias
new girl,
has
man.
joined the server. Is he planning to?
Oh
join?
no! Oh no! What have you done?
What have you done?
should
Who
never-
did that? Who did that?
You should not have done this stream. It wasn't me.
Okay.
This is a disaster.
You should not have.
It sounds like a Bulrok
I like how-
decision.
I didn't do this.
I like how. I
You
like
have an
how
open
when, like,
invitation to this server.
you
It's
ready?
Everyone run.
I do
no one
have
has
one.
responsibility.
You're right.
I mean, what am I? God, he's here to
Many
play in real
Bloodlockians and a
life.
voice
No.
off. Everybody needs to run.
Okay.
This is
There.
now a disaster.
I will
Okay,
make
so-
you all do lines of Whirran's ass. I mean, some people might
Who's-
want to do that. Just saying.
Who's the sexiest shadow god? Everyone weigh in.
Check. Duh.
Yes.
Check.
Iocine.
Yeah, check.
It's all about Iocine.
Alright.
Iocine,
You gotta
I'm
make
not into
several
bug
adjustments.
ladies. I'm just not in the bug.
I'm so glad I did this.
Okay.
Was
I
anyone
hate everything.
How to topple an empire.
I know, right? I mean, it is Iocine. Like, that's the objectively correct answer, but...
Oh,
Exactly. Exactly.
Have you seen her eat? Yeah.
that event where
You can tell who is, like,
Iozine,
the most
wins?
mentally not okay in here. Like, just
Can we
based
all
on
just
this
agree
answer alone.
Bug is wrong?
Yeah,
That event where
Tanny.
Iozine like leaned really close to Whirran's face and like stuck out this massive spider tongue, and was like
Yum.
licking her lips and was like, "Does your wife know that you think I'm pretty?" It's just like,
Oh.
Y'all
oh,
came swinging!
God.
Oh my god!
Okay,
Whoa!
where's Iozine?
God.
Holy
That's
shit!
That's what I'm talking about. Iocine is the hottest.
Mjol just said Shadow God, so that means that Tenexalphus is out the window because of Spine's Reach. Yeah,
Ooh,
wow.
that's a valid point,
Yeah.
though. Really.
Yikesy doodle doo.
Wow.
I mean, could we
Wow.
include Lexa?
Tanix should not be
Okay,
tethered.
Lexa's
Tanix should
not a
not be
shadow
tethered at
god.
all. No, Lexa's...
a spirit god.
Nah.
Yeah.
Don't see. Someone said that on purpose to irritate me. It doesn't say she's a spirit god in her honor, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is it in her help file?
Does it really? No, it doesn't.
It does say
What a
there's something.
support.
He
You
hurries
just
over and
said-
looks.
It says that she literally does not care about that in her help file. You dingus.
You think I read her help file? I can't even spell her name.
Okay,
Maybe
guys.
look, that's the
Okay,
important
okay. We're gonna reel this in a little bit because we've got
No,
people
let's
talking.
reel it. Let's reel it out. Let's do this.
I will
No.
mute your motherfucking ass. Okay, chill.
Real life chaos demon.
I'm not actually mad though.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
Okay. Anyway, so we were talking about
Wait,
something.
That also means that Sliff, whatever, is also untethered because that's the only other god that I've seen that does not have spirit or shadow listed in their honors for whatever reason. Last I checked.
How much wine have you had?
I'm just using like the
Are
worst
you in, like,
argument
cup
here.
4?
I'm
Cup
using
5?
intentionally bad faith interpretations. Okay,
You know what? I, as a staunch supporter of the cause of spirit and light, so yeah, I don't think that they necessarily. When it comes to the elemental gods, I mean, obviously, there's a whole reason for Ivon to be because of the undeaf thing, but technically, none of the elements should really be tethered.
I agree with that.
Because there is both
Right.
on the
Yeah, I
Albetti
agree with
side,
that.
there's shadow and their spirit versions of
Mhm.
the elemental gods. So technically, they're not necessarily
Well-
tethered, but they choose to be.
The reason
Yeah.
Evelyn is like considered like a shadow god is it is like you said, it's like an ideological thing.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
because he's the earth guy. Like
Exactly.
it's because of the whole undead thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like before
Um,
the elements, before they changed it, elements were tied to specific tethers when we had the previous version of the mages. But once they split it up, so Siromasters were Siromasters and Essential were what they are now, they untethered the elements and made it more clear that, hey, they're actually not tethered to shadow or spirit specifically. They're kind of their own thing. So yeah, they totally aren't.
Wow, I just realized that oh, that's not true. Never mind. I about just said something objectively incorrect. So
I mean, you do that all the time, so
I've never been wrong. That's so I don't know what you're talking about.
okay. Anyway, hi. It's infection Atias? I said that right?
Yeah,
Okay, I was
Yeah.
right. Good. I was
saying all the
winging
gods are
it.
huge weebs now. If you've seen any of the event, they're just
Hmm.
one's Goku. They threw spirit bombs, Kamehamehas. It's all weeb stuff now.
It really is.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not wrong.
Oh, yeah, it's just an anime game now.
It is.
Still no cat girls.
Actually,
I mean, there are players that are cat girls. Like,
Yeah, you really can't keep cat girls down.
you can't. It's gonna be a thing, no matter what you do.
Y'all
even if you try to
are
say no.
terrible people trying to give Raz hope like this.
I mean,
he's
he
make himself one.
he has hope all the time for all the wrong things, so it's not a new.
Hey, Tinus is up there right now.
Ririn, when you
Drowning.
drink, you get mean.
I don't get mean.
That's my observation. It's a Saska. You're being so mean to my boy Raz right now.
Okay, if
Who
you,
also has never done anything wrong.
if you've not been on around me very much, I am always sassy, aren't I, Bulrok?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just my
Little bit.
deal. It's just that I'm
She's
very
always
sassy,
sassy,
especially when I'm
for
laid
sure.
back. If we were just kind of chilling, talking. So this is normal me. This is actually not that drunk me. The slurring is drunk me.
See, the more I drink, just the more like I love everybody. I'm one of those guys. So
I just slur a lot and just kind of fumble, and can't think very well, but that's pretty common without me drinking. So I don't know.
We had a battleground, and Tet showed up and was plastered.
Oh shit! Yes.
And it ended up with this. Somebody said Tet's name. Tet's like, "Oh, I'm going in," and just went in.
Oh, that was I was like, it wasn't just like Tet had a few. It was
What
like
was
Tet can
this?
barely look at his like.
It was
I didn't
the-
know what was happening. Like
the very
it
first battleground that happened.
Guys.
it was the first battle. And someone's like, "Thank me all for keeping you alive." I'm like, I probably shouldn't have. No, I should have been killed. I should not.
Okay.
No.
Okay, guys. Okay. Aline,
Oh,
did you have any other
Hello.
topics so that I don't have these guys completely derail us?
you said derailing was okay. That we were an hour in, and derailing was acceptable.
It is.
Does anyone else remember
She's
this?
allowed
I will
to change
mute
her
you.
mind.
I
Calm your
will-
tits.
I will mute you, sir. Aline is
That's right.
is here
you.
special on special timing. It's her time. I'm going to let her shine, so she gets the opportunity to break up the derailing, and then we get to derail again later. It's fine. It's fine.
You see, this is what I have to deal with.
And this is why I wonder, do I want to side hop? I don't know if I want to deal
You
with some of
do.
these people. Just
I need more goals to overpower the guys. You know, go power and all that.
I can confirm that Ted is the worst.
Yes,
I
but
muted
yes.
my mic specifically so I wouldn't like disrupt this thing. So don't be dragging me.
And here he is.
And here he is.
okay. But did you have any other topics? Because I know you had your. I think you had a list.
Yeah, I had a list. I think we pretty much covered everything that I wanted to cover. There's really not much more. Only like consideration. Like it's been quite few days in Aetolia, so I'm just wondering what the next bad thing will be.
Oh,
Crashing the
God.
server.
I can say, it's unrelated. I'm not going to reveal any spoilers so that none of the people that are listening will be like, Reverend, why are you doing that? But there's definitely going to be some shenanigans that are going to be coming in the next couple days. Like some serious craziness is going to happen. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. I mean, that's kind of a typical thing for this event anyway, but I know very specifically what is coming, and it's going to be fun. It's a good way to put it.
Can I just say I am waiting because this event so far we've had way too much success. So I'm waiting for the part of the event where to balance out the fact that we saved this random little
Things go
village.
to
Mhm.
shit.
Something
Do you
just
not
comes out
see
and
the
kicks
heart
us
that's
right in the shit.
dying? Do you
Well,
not see the heart that's decaying and
That's
dying
like
right in
foreplay.
front
That's
of
the
your gate?
appetizer.
That's the
I'm
appetizer.
with Wheaton here.
The
Yeah.
I'm
heart,
with
the
Wheaton
heart,
here. Like there has to be a big we step on a rake moment coming because
yeah.
like this is supposed to well for one thing you got the prophecy which is like we just spent all, most of the prophecy establishing that this is like a real thing because someone wink wink wrote this a really long time ago and look at all the stuff that really happened and that thing is like dour. It's like the shit is going to come and it's going to be bad. So yeah, I think there's definitely a non-victory element that has to happen.
Yeah, like the heart is like a slow loss. I'm waiting for the loss that literally is just us getting kicked in the teeth.
Yeah, and
Well,
I have to be honest, like the people who care about there are people plenty who care about the heart. That's not like a game-wide concern. It's not even probably all of Bloodloch. Even
We had
that
a
cares
chance
about
for
it.
the game-wide concern the other day, and I'm still really upset that we did not get a Quentin Tarantino moment with Harn killing Severin, Tanix killing Harn, Bama killing Harn.
I
that would have been
wanted
so
Bama
so
killing
That would have been
Tanix,
so
bad.
good.
and then-
All right.
Yeah, like I wanted that to
Missed
happen in
opportunities.
2 globals.
It's
That would have
okay.
been so sexy.
No
I
more.
was
Here's what's
so
gonna
ready.
happen. Ios is gonna die, which is fine, and then we'll just get Ios to be the new Bama. Done. Good. Everybody wins. We get a really cool Bama then.
It's like, where is that post about the?
I think it's written like a poem.
Is it written as a
like
poem in
304
events?
304,
Yeah, it's like
302.
the auguries of the Ooga Booga. I can't remember. You had fancy arcane sounding language in it. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Events 304 or something like that.
Don't ring a bell or a dude's gonna show up and try to steal it.
Let me see.
Warren brought
No,
about
yeah,
the
304 is
apocalypse.
where we just killed everybody.
Degrees of Jin. It's 307.
307.
We're talking about the prophecy. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, I was
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
actually look at this because I'm wondering where this current thing that's coming is going to happen. So I'm looking.
I also don't know how many people know this, but you can honors all of the shadow
Yeah.
generals.
Oh yeah. This we did.
And their
that
honors
during
are
the-
like intimidating ass.
They
He
are
is an
intimidating
adherent of
as
misery.
fuck.
I was like, oh, we're fucked, guys.
I want to be an adherent
Yeah, I
of misery.
love the honors for those shadow generals. Gosh, they sound so badass.
Yes.
Okay.
See,
I
okay,
happen-
okay. This is probably. That's probably what it's related to. Anyway, don't mind me. We're good. Carry on.
What
Do
was
you
Xenia
think we
saying?
are in this prophecy?
What was that?
Xenia was saying something.
Oh yeah. Go Xenia.
Oh, I gotta say, on some level, I'm really sad that none of the players have really like joined up with Shadow. I know it doesn't make sense. I know we probably can't, but
There's a Shadow
Oh.
Lord.
The risk is super high for a player that does that. They're gonna lose
Look.
every org that they're in. Like, it's a pretty risky call.
That
Even
sounds
if you have the
so-
role
yeah.
play.
That sounds so tragic. I can't imagine ever going through that, and I would be absolutely heartbroken and destroyed if that happened.
Tet, you should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Go on.
They're
Tet.
sick of me already.
It fits you.
No, it does not. But I'm not gonna. No.
Tet would do
I
it, and
wonder-
then 5 minutes later, I lost all my bashing bonuses.
I wonder who would do that. Anyways, I wonder if there's a character.
They'd be like, we're gonna give you +6 to crit rate instead of the +5 that everyone else gets this. So you'd be like, I'll bend my role play to make this work.
with you in wondering like if there was a player that would like what character could get away with it. Like it would have to it would be more impactful the higher like higher
They need the
involved
player willing to do this
a
because
player
of-
will do this with an established character. Somebody make this sacrifice.
Yeah. I wonder if there's anyone out there who would just like simp for a dark goddess. Like it just,
I mean, people joke about it enough.
I
to,
can't
like,
think of
step
anyone.
on me.
wonder who would do that.
Okay,
I-
Bulrok
dude, I
is
could
doing
do
it.
Shadow.
you already what's it called? Retire characters.
Yeah, it has to be Bulrok. Yeah,
Well, I
go on,
did.
buddy.
Zen's
I'm
like,
not
Bull's
volunteering.
fine with it. Y'all can make him a hard character. Hard
Yeah.
kill him off.
Wow.
Kill him
Anyway,
off.
Nolan's trying to get everybody to look at me, but no, it's
Anyway.
everybody. You're projecting.
I really thought that you guys were going to talk about me because
Anyone's retired 3 times or more should do it.
No, I was actually volunteering myself. Like, give me the
Okay,
option.
good.
I will. I
Good,
will
because
go
we
do
were
this.
all picking up on that.
Bulrok,
Yeah.
Bulrok has the option. There's nothing stopping him. This is the true shadow mother I wanted.
He should be like, kiss me right now on the mouth, chakra soul. Is it chakra soul or chakra soul?
He's like
Chakra
Shaq. He's like
Crystal?
Shaq.
It's
Shaq didn't give
Chakra
him enough kisses, so Osana.
You want to know what
Yeah,
happened? Be like,
That's
boy's
the name we
coming
need to
home.
figure out how to pronounce.
oops, there's a Minotaur left.
Osana.
Kill it.
Where? Let me go kill it now. It's my send me that way.
No. Xenia needs it.
That's Bulrok. It's oops, it's a Minotaur left. Kill it. You've
She's been
retired.
trying
Yeah,
to.
the,
She's
uh,
been
a
trying
Minotaur.
to. She's been trying to eat a Minotaur for a very long time.
Who has been?
Xenia.
Oh.
They're everywhere. You have Yeti. You have
Yeah,
Bulrok.
you got
There's a
Bulrok.
whole.
I think there's another one.
Jump
Oh,
down.
Mom.
I can
but
also
they're all
speak from
dead, like, she
experience
wants-
that is
she's
what
also-
Xenia does when she's turned on. So that means that she really has a hank. She really is into Bulrok then.
God,
Hold
why
on,
you
hold
gotta
on.
take it to
What?
being turned on.
Rhyme
I'm
just
not.
full of Minotaurs.
Explaining why I know this. I'm just telling you that I know this.
What?
I guess
That's
maybe
one
maybe.
interpretation. That's one interpretation.
Well, I'm not revealing deep Carnifex RP for explaining a joke. So no. The secret
Are
role
we
play.
on the prophecy, by the way? How, like the events and stuff like that. Has it been following the prophecy?
It has been, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We
Because
have
you've got, this is the Holy Lands. This is where the Shadow have actually turned their gaze away from the light plane because because they are looking at us instead now. So
All the generals are coming here instead
all the
of
shenanigans.
fighting them.
primitives.
Yeah. And this is about Severin, and I don't know though which this one is. The passion shall be snuffed out by she who burns. So sounds like Ethne is gonna do something, maybe.
We're letting Xenia on fire.
Yes, just yeet her somewhere. There we go.
Yeah, that's what you do with spiders.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm standing up. I'm tired of sitting.
What did that be? She who burnt. Did Ethne have? Didn't she make the bells? So would that be the bells?
That's what I was wondering. Is maybe it's related to that, but they don't give us a sex to any of the Albeti fire gods, do they?
I feel like everything that comes before then open will the violet eye is all stuff that's already happened, because it's all like if then stuff. So like anything, the only place we could ever be is after then open will the violet eye of twilight. Like I think everything after that stuff that
No, this stuff like we're still way up here. Like we haven't had all the generals come through. 5 will come and 6 will fall. We haven't had that happen.
That was
spine of reality mending.
The interpretation that we've decided was Lexa coming was because there was the 5, and then maybe arguing that her casting off Neri was the 6th. I think we found something for when we poured over it. We found something for almost every single line.
Like it all happened, right?
Yeah, like this is supposedly stuff that's all happened in some form. And I think there's an events post somewhere that even suggests. It might be the one right before it. Because it kind of specifically yelled at us for not reading that line.
It's hard to tell too, because there are specifically 11 generals, so like that would work either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 will come and 6 will fall. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. That could be that. I mean, maybe we're wrong. I can see that.
It's like I can't see the Black Pyre flees the wrath of the empty night. That sounds like some of the stuff that recently happened. From ruin shall come madness. I don't know that that's been coming. So some of these things I don't think have happened yet.
Why is the violet eye of twilight open?
That sounds like Ome stuff.
Nah. They literally described the you looked at the arch. It was a violet eye or
Violet
something.
eye.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it?
The shadow elementals have violet eyes as well.
I can't believe this is the fight about a prophecy stream.
Hey, we've gone through the whole Bloodloch piece, so why not?
Then the
I like
light
all
of
these-
all the world shall be established.
I like all these
It's
people
clarion
now
call.
that are walking around with miniature shadow elementals in the middle of like the shadow apocalypse.
Right?
I'm not
Yeah.
Shadow
Just
Realm,
shadow
guys. I just have
flares.
this elemental.
It's okay. It's just
Yeah.
a tiny little one. It's not gonna hurt a thing.
It's like, dude, no, it's fine. It's a mini pet.
I like it.
I wish I knew more of this game's twisted, convoluted, horrifying, and like headache-inducing lore to pick through this thing better.
Well,
Why? Do you want to have a mental breakdown?
that's what I was gonna say.
Mule does okay, but maybe she already had her mental breakdown.
Did Mule read all the event posts
I mean, Mule,
again recently?
which event post? Like all of it? Like mean all of them?
Well, okay. So Ictinus recently said, and I don't remember where, if it was like a forum post or in the Aetolian Discord, but he said basically the story up till now, if you start reading around like event post 1 something, I'm gonna guess 107.
Mm-hmm.
One
Yeah,
of the things-
he did say that. Where did he say that? That was on the Discord, I think.
I can't remember exactly where, but he was like answering someone's question. He was like, the story up till now, it begins at event post like 100 something, 106. There we go. Chat's got our back.
Okay.
So yeah.
Always rely on the chat.
So you said
know.
10 what?
So
106.
106. So if anybody actually goes and decides to read from like 106 all the way up till now, supposedly they're gonna have like a full they'll be able to tell what's been going on with the story and have everything that they should
that is
know.
that is
I
a
would
lot of
assume.
news posts.
That's what I'll
There's
do
a lot
before-
of events posts
That's
to
what I'll
read.
do before
Right?
bed tonight.
Right?
I'll read Aetolia.
You'll
lore
read
before bed.
one and fall asleep.
No.
I'm gonna read 106 right now.
I will fall
Oh
asleep
my
to the
lord.
dreamy sounds of Aetolia lore.
Okay, this is the Fall of Kelsis. Oh my god, what the hell?
What?
How many
Yeah,
did you read?
we're all the way
It's
back to
these-
Kelsis.
Kel-
Yeah,
The fuck is
like
Kelsis?
it goes. So like this, that's what year does this even start at? Go up. What year?
In real
2000
years is 2009. In
Oh,
it's
2009.
276 the Midnight Age. So about a little like 225 years ago in game,
That's a lot of years.
and over 10
long
years.
Love you.
So they fit 10 years, 10 real years of lore into that prophecy.
You okay?
Into that prophecy, but like that's supposed to be, I guess, the story up till now.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. I'm sorry that happened, or I'm happy for you.
You're like, I don't know which.
You
Something
can just use
happened
the
and I'm here for
timeline
it.
in the Grand Library. And you'll get the Spark Notes version, Cliff Notes version.
Honestly, this is gonna sound terrible, but what is Kelsis?
Kelsis was the Kelki city, the big one. They're like
It's a Forgotten Dome
Yeah.
now,
Oh, it's my
Well,
bashing
it's-
area.
it's
okay.
not the
right?
dome.
Is it?
No.
Is it
No.
not?
It is
Kelsis-
the Forgotten Belt Dome.
No, I thought Kelsis was the one that was under
The
the
Terror.
Mournhold area.
Oh, my other bashing area. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like because it was in Shaston, and that's Shaston is Mournhold, so it's way over there.
Located
Dome
at
is
the
a different
bottom of the
Forgotten
ocean off the
Dome.
coast of Tsurki, the Forgotten Domes are the site of the small Kelkai city that predates the destruction of Kelsis.
Yeah, so it's a different one.
Here we go. I've never actually read the help file, just assumed.
I just bashed there.
You guys play a text game.
I just bashed there. I don't know the lore.
Same.
This game has lore.
I thought they were just.
I don't play a text game. I play the number go up game.
Supposed to be.
You play the make weird user interface game.
Yes, that's true. I do.
Do code rubbish stuff as well.
Okay, do we have a moment where we're breathing again? Is that what's happening here?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying not to dominate the stream, so I mean, someone else has to take over,
Well,
You
So
gotta
I can
nominate
do-
something.
not monopolize what we're doing here.
I mean,
So I think this is maybe Maeve's minute
yes,
to,
Maeve.
to
I'm
say
good.
things.
Maeve,
I'm good, thanks.
you sure?
No?
Let's go back
Right.
to talking
We
about
need you to shine.
Hold on. What's that?
Warren's drugs.
No.
This is why we always leave Maeve in charge of conversations.
So you,
Right.
by the way, silver gets made from like you scrape out the inside of his trumpet when it gets cleaned.
Ew, come on, don't ruin it
Oh,
for me.
oof. Oh, man.
Aw.
That was pretty rough, especially
Oh.
as a former band kid. I know how nasty that stuff
I-
can get.
Yeah, me too, because that's the shit.
That's
my goodness.
disgusting.
It's
I'm
a magical.
done. You
It's a
guys
magical
can-
trumpet. It
You
doesn't
Yeah,
guys
have
can
any-
like
Yeah.
run the stream now. I'm done. I'm just gonna
I'll
like
win.
chill
I'll win
in the
the
No,
Right.
you got at least 25 minutes. I've seen these things go for 2 hours. You got to stay here.
No, I don't.
the rest of it.
We have done several of the guild ones that were only an hour to an hour and a half. So
Well, this is a city one, so it should be longer. It's like 3 guilds.
we stopped doing like the city talk like forever ago though. So do we really have to?
I mean, this is what you are soaking in the culture of Bloodloch right
and I'm
now.
really,
Oh, God.
really
Yeah.
changing my mind about several things now.
Ted is now ruining everything.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
my
soaking
goodness.
He's
in the
not-
culture of Bloodloch.
God
No,
He's
damn
not
it.
wrong. This is a daily basis.
it's not.
I was not even going there. You guys are weird.
Okay.
What?
I agree.
This is not.
What's
the culture of
you know,
Bloodloch.
I'm not going to ask for clarity from you weirdos on this. It's people soaking the
Wow.
sun. Come on, he's
So much
soaking the
salt.
information.
This is the culture of Ted. This is why he wasn't in Bloodloch for like a few weeks. You know,
No.
we had to like reboot.
We had to
I mean-
detox the city.
That
The
makes
reason-
sense. I mean, you gotta clean everything too. You gotta like sanitize it super well.
You go over there. You're like,
I'm
God
gonna
damn
make
it,
it
there's a
easy
little
for
bit of Ted left
everybody.
on that.
You can meme on me all you want, but Bulrok was still there, so I can guarantee you it was a nasty pit. So don't even try to put this all on
Oh.
me.
Tet, you made an important part of Bloodloch's current culture, so
Well,
killing
guys,
hardcore characters.
I was. Well, I don't think I was the. I don't know if I was. I'm still top though. What was it?
Yeah, first.
Is it hardcore
Alright.
ranks?
Is that gonna be like
Guys,
killing
I'm
Gigi?
dipping out for
Okay.
dinner.
All right. Thanks, Xenia. Have
Thank-
a good night.
Hi, Xenia.
Dinner.
Good luck. Good luck getting these people to be on track.
No, it won't happen.
These
It's
people.
okay. It's okay.
Yes.
You
Hi,
may
We're
Xenia.
wild and lawless.
Good night, guys.
Night, Zeno.
Good
Night,
night.
Anyway, I was gonna say, is killing a hardcore like killing Dee Dee? Is that the new hated thing?
No, it's
Wow.
I slipped.
Shame.
Shame.
Same.
Not that they're like, not asking for it by creating a hardcore character.
For real.
DD
But don't kill
okay,
me.
So the hardcore
Man.
character died to the rot today. I was like, this is not a good time to make a hardcore
No,
character.
it's like,
Oh, yeah,
please
I saw
don't go up
that.
there.
I'm
Don't-
hardcore, but
It
not
was-
that hardcore.
Okay, they didn't die to the rot, but they die. Oh my god, no, we've lost. Wait, a lurking shadow. No, that's Intricum. No, yeah, they died to a shadow monster, but like you die to one of those things, like your corpse is gone. Like,
Yeah.
there's no.
There's no reviving you. Yeah. There's been-
Yeah.
and I think that is one thing that could be handy with the like path tracking and newbies, like lower level zones. It may be encouraged to not have
No.
them be on areas so that kids are not. Or I said kids. Wow.
You did.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're
All-
getting
all
children.
movies are
Children
really-
are going on. I want to play something that looks like this.
Yeah, but newbies should not be able to path into most of the Three Widows at this point because they're gonna pretty much get owned going up into that
Nah.
area. Oh no,
Nah,
I
it
got
it
my
builds
ass
character.
whooped.
It builds character to die
Yeah.
randomly.
But if you're
Yeah,
hardcore,
I think it's called a learning
If
experience.
you're hardcore, you literally signed up for this shit. Like,
Exactly.
I do not feel
exactly.
sorry for you at all.
wow.
Yeah, if you're a new person, first of all, you have to either be past level 31 or be out of the. You can't just like come out of Slaver's Isle, a hardcore character. So you had like a few minutes to like adjust yourself.
Acclimate,
But,
right.
You
like,
just- you
no,
just-
if you have a hardcore character, you die. Like I play lots of roguelikes. It just you just suck it up.
wow.
This is a why.
This is the something
Yeah.
we need to quote that this is Tet's motto now. It's just suck it up.
Suck it up.
If you're a hardcore character and you die and your character's gone forever, yeah, suck it up. Yeah, I stand by
You
that.
signed up for it.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I'm
Don't
still
go to a
mind blown.
lesser, by the way.
I'm still mind blown over the fact that, over like the audacity of like creating a hardcore character and coming to Bloodloch, mouthing off, and then going, "What? They killed me."
Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't do that pretty much anywhere, frankly. Maybe not Anorian.
do
Anorian
we
may
already-
not kill you, but most other cities, if you mouth
Spine's
off,
Reach wouldn't either.
I don't
they
know.
wouldn't.
There's certain
No,
players
they
there that
wouldn't.
might. They
They
might.
really wouldn't.
You
They
don't-
wouldn't.
You should
They'd
have
be
the
like
option
really.
to
They'd be really
enslave them.
mean to you about it. They'd be really mean to you about it,
They
but they
give
wouldn't
you
kill you.
angry dad stares. Like,
Yes.
They wouldn't be like Anorian, which would actually be like the Anorian would be like, "Oh, you need to be a nicer person about to have more moral fiber. Like this is not the kind of stuff that we accept here in Anorian." Do.
You know what was the best part of the whole Severn trial when they let him go and Tet was just like, I'm gonna commit all the crimes now because I know you'll have mercy.
that sounds like Ted.
It is Ted.
I haven't committed a crime in a
Yeah.
long time.
I mean, you've committed the crime of existing. Oh,
Now
yes.
you're,
Tet
now
is-
you're, now you're
Tet
just
is
like, I'm
innocent.
gonna do all of the bad things simultaneously.
Like, oh, please, I'm gonna do this. Just please don't punish me.
Oh, I'm shivering in my boots. Please don't. Yeah, I like that.
Put on your Severn mask.
So, anyway, yeah, your hardcore character. Yeah, I think if you know, like, you know what you're buying into. For me, like, I know for me, if I made a hardcore character, I probably wouldn't even roleplay. For me, it'd be like, how long can I bash?
Yes, that would
So I
be
don't
me
make it
too.
anymore.
It's like, how far can I
So-
go before I die?
And I wouldn't tell anybody I was hardcore because I thought about triggering if I do it, triggering just accepting judgment because I'm like people like will go out of their way if they know that you're a hardcore character to find your bio. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
oh, let that person die. You're not saving little Jimmy Dip in this town getting murdered every day by card
Jimmy
effects.
Yep.
Yeah, I always find it weird, especially when like Spirit or Shadow will go out of the way to help like other hardcore characters that are on the other side. Like we don't routinely help each other. Like why are we bothering?
It's because the hardcore characters are so special. So special.
No, so we grab their corpse
They
and we
certainly
rest
are.
them in the shadow rot and then leave them there.
No, you eat them. That's what you got to do. You got to
No,
chomp,
you have
chomp,
to- you have to
chomp.
take
That's
the
what
heart
Ted did to
first.
Brianna. So yeah,
You
but
get the corpse and hold them hostage.
Isn't there still there's a time limit though, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a time limit.
That's
so
fine.
The
Pretty short
hostage
time
thing
limit.
doesn't make any sense.
This is actually how I got enemy to Spine's Reach, because I was accused of picking up a corpse of a hardcore character and holding it hostage or something.
I
which
know the
I didn't have
entire
the
Wow.
corpse.
story. I know all the secret story to that whole thing, and I'm not telling anybody.
It was
But
sad.
it makes it extremely funny that Whirran got falsely accused of me.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
even
Because
have
he
the, I
had
was like
nothing to
sitting
do with
in
it. I know
Bloodloch
they
the whole
didn't.
time,
Well,
like not doing anything.
Well, that's happened all over the place. Like people doing random stuff, like saying, "Oh, you had this corpse. You are the one that needs to get enemied." There was a whole thing with people getting enemied for killing an NPC outside of Bloodloch that we didn't kill, and then there was a whole raid because of it.
Nobody does due diligence in this game. What do you
They
think?
really
This is our
don't,
job?
Yeah, it's like I accepted it. I was like, oh, we're gonna. As soon as I found out that the NPC was killed by one of the Bloodlockians and everything out of character, I'm like, oh well, fuck, they're probably gonna raid. And I'm like, they did. So it was a good reason to PK at least.
Well, some people were like super offended about it that I got enemy for that. And I just thought it was hilarious because I was like, I was basically AFK, and then I got enemy. I was like, I didn't do anything, but okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you fight the enemies, and then sometimes you're just like,
I never
okay,
do.
whatever.
I'm enemied everywhere.
I collect enemy statuses by logging in, giving Bulrok my shade, and then sidestepping to him, and then I get an enemy status.
My enemy statuses are like 3 or 4 lines long. I'm enemied everywhere.
Mine's
Right.
pretty bad. Let's see what mine's at.
I have
I won't-
none enemy.
I won't
statuses.
rest until I'm at
Mine's 3
4
lines long,
lines.
for sure. Yeah, mine's definitely 3 lines long.
I'm like 2 orgs
Bulrok's
away
a bad
from 4.
influence.
At least a couple of these were mistakes.
I
No,
have more
no,
enemy.
please.
I have more enemy statuses than Bulrok. I'm winning this game.
Nice.
Yeah, just it's
What?
like preemptive
Nah,
ones. You'll do something
How many do
eventually.
you have? Hold on.
Wait,
No,
wait.
I want an actual count, not line count. Let's go.
Actual.
Alright,
Okay, give me a
hold on.
second. 1, 2.
You can count silently.
guys
God
see.
bless.
Did you really just say
I
God
only have-
bless?
I only have
Okay.
10 because
I
a
only have
bunch of them
10.
are like really long, like sentences. It's like the cult under Mournhold. Like, just say like, just come up with a name for the cult.
Well,
Like,
I
goddamn.
have those. I have Aztob and Eftel. Actually, I don't have Mournhold.
I'm at 13.
That's pretty good. My user
Oh,
ride one, I don't even want to be there. I Spectre bashed in the area and like hit the Tavians, and now I'm like, I have to find 100 Rajat. Fuck this. No, screw you guys. I'm not doing shit.
You know what? If I go piss off Dar and Demiril, I'm pretty sure I'll hit the 4 line.
Oh,
one.
just go,
Do it.
just do some shrine like do that. That's right. That's how I got Dars.
Dar has to enemy himself.
Really?
Okay, so I did come up with a while I was getting more sketch. I decided I had a topic. I think that we should since we're way past the city thing. Predictions on which gods, if any, are going to die through this, if any, and then B, how is this going to resolve? Because it's got to resolve. So I want to hear y'all's theories on that because we're pretty deep into it by now.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I think the plot twist is going to be the plot twist that we knew all along, and that when this is said and done, we'll be establishing new Bloodloch and Albedos.
You keep hoping, and we keep getting taunted with the whole Albedos thing, and for how long I've been playing, I don't hold out hope for that ever.
I'm just gonna stop you for a second. I think Ictinus has shown some literary gumption on some things that we can't always judge the past several whatevers on what might happen here.
Right.
That's why
That
it's
is
such a
true.
good plot twist.
That would be a good plot twist. Very valid. I don't know.
I don't think I'd mind.
I wouldn't
roll with
mind.
it.
No, I'd roll with it. I like Albedos better. Everyone does.
Maybe then we can get our yum. How do you say it? Yum. Bleh.
Lem.
Somebody help me out. Yum blasters. There we go.
No, we can't go to Albedos
There's
because
no-
none of my order powers work over there.
I wonder if hey, does your trumpet work at all over there?
My trumpet does, but none of the other order powers. If you try and use them over there, it's like the Son of Autumn will not answer your call while on the soil of the enemy or whatever.
Oh,
Nice. That's actually cool that it has something.
that's it's pretty
fancy.
sexy
Yeah.
Yeah,
actually.
that's pretty sexy. Um,
Actually, is it?
Huh?
It's been said before that. I don't know how much of a spoiler that is or not. So never mind.
Oh, come on!
Come on.
Wow.
You're killing me.
Tease.
Bull.
No,
Tease.
well, I'm pretty sure this
He
was.
doesn't want to.
published
He doesn't
because-
want to nuke a red phone. I get it. It's fair.
No, I don't even know who remember. I'm fairly certain this was posted on the forums, anyways. But like they. Oh shit! Now I'm second guessing myself here.
God damn it, Bulrok!
It's a stream.
No, wait, no, it has been said before. Okay, yeah. So I had to think about it, but no, like they can't, like I guess they can't even touch foot on Albedos anyways. Like, they
Oh
just
yeah, I think I knew
can't.
that.
Oh.
So
Right,
we
yeah,
should
our
just
gods
go
are
and
cool.
say like
They-
mean things about the gods, and they can't do anything to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that whenever Harn was sniping people the other day. I was like, I could just taunt him and then run to the portal.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should have done that.
You should have done that.
Pee pee poo poo
No,
bye bye.
I like AFKing inside Bloodloch, so I don't want to be another one of those.
Yeah,
what
he
was
would just wait. He'd have cause
Yeah.
for like a week before
Yeah.
he'd issue.
He would. He would
You
wait.
step back through the
Patty.
portal and Heron is just
If
in
he
the
went
room.
to,
Yeah.
he was not,
that? Harn's just
He
telling
went
me
like full killing spree. He would definitely wait for Bulrok to
He
come
would.
back.
Yeah.
He would just be like standing there waiting, have killed everything else around him in Bloodloch, and just be like, okay, you're here. Let me just grab you by the throat. Because he's been really big on choking people lately.
Oh, the best-
I
the
gotta be on
best-
his bad side.
Heron
best
is
Heron
really
death fight I've
sexy
seen.
right now.
Hey, Daddy.
oh my
Harn's
god.
players just over there rolling their eyes like this is not what I was going for.
I don't believe it for a
Stop.
second, knowing this player base, that there's not a little bit of intentionality behind that.
Uh-huh.
All of the calls I've been making on market for hunter knives, I was making a call the one day. I was like, I need a hunter knife, and Heron was like, I have one, and he just appeared and like slit Whirran's throat. It was like,
It was so rude.
It was
That's
it was
funny, though.
fantastic there.
perfect.
I love it. He's a troll.
That's excellent.
Who else wants to tell their predictions or gods dying options?
Honestly, from what little I've heard about Duran and the Oscar Emerson thing, I have a bad feeling that we might lose, like maybe, I don't know, 2 gods. 1. It feels like Hearn's been put to the spot because it seems like Varen told him to do something and he has to choose which one he has to do. And I think
Oh.
it's not gonna come without some form of
Right.
sacrifice. So
Right.
yeah. So
I
either
would be
he
kind of
dies.
bummed if Heron died. He's been like tearing up
He's
the
been
place
pretty
lately.
Right?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's been so sad that he's been starting all these fights and just losing all of them. Like, like
he
I'm like, I'm
kind
gonna
of won the
kill-
Holy War.
He's taking
Yeah.
Mathis's role from him, losing every
I
single
know.
fight he
Hey,
starts.
that's my dead girl. Give that back. He like threw a spear at Tanny and like she basically just told him to screw off, and then he tried to kill Severed.
That
and
was mad
Severed ran
sexy.
away. Severed ran away, and then Tanny told him to screw off again. He's just not having a good day.
He's not been having a
Poor
good
guy.
time. for a
I think
while
if
now.
Heron really put his back into it, he could take Tanny
Oh,
down.
he could. Yeah, for sure.
I said this because like she is, probably one of the strongest gods just from her showing like basically slapping Bamathis, Severin, and Heron aside to fight the Fury. But
Yeah.
Heron's whole thing is that he hunts like legendary
Yes.
beasts,
Yeah.
which
He's the monster hunter.
I think that
Yeah.
would matter,
That's
but I
what-
don't know.
Yeah, that's my thought too. Like, I know she's super strong. She's,
He
was
knows
a
how to,
dragon
he knows how to use
before.
his iframes to roll through the attacks.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Bug is just stewing in the comments right now. No, I'm sorry. Tanix would definitely die eventually.
Yes, he would get like even if Hearn dies from fighting her, he would get a
Yeah.
really fatal blow in there. He knows where to stab. So
Yeah.
she'd die. She may not die immediately, but it'd be a deathly wound. It would end
He's
up.
got
I
the
think
monster hunter
Sealess
trait.
could take Tanix.
Oh yeah, Silas could. You're just
Hard to
you're
disagree.
you're too in love with Tanny. I'm sorry. It's okay. It happens.
That's a good point. The hip check
God.
hitbox, it's unkillable. If anybody actually understands that besides me.
I don't understand it, but I do
Monster
see
Hunter
hitbox
reference.
and laugh because I am a gamer.
It's a Monster Hunter
Oh,
reference.
hitbox! That's very funny.
I'm gonna hitbox you in a second.
Yeah, I don't know how this whole thing will resolve though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Sacrifice,
we'll get like
definitely.
Varian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Varian might show up and stuff, do you think?
That'd be cool.
It
I'm
would
waiting
be.
for either Varian or Bamathis to save the day so I can finally tell people I told you so. Guys, I told you.
It's not gonna happen. Varian never.
He doesn't
Your
care.
bat didn't say anything. It just flew in here and left.
I know, I didn't make it say anything.
Who else wants to give their thoughts before I end up doing it?
I've given my thought.
You have, and so has Bull, Maeve, or Whirran. Any of you?
I put my
don't-
2 cents in.
I don't really know. I'm just kind of waiting to see, I suppose. I mean, I've told you what I hope happens.
True.
I'm kind of hoping to see. I know. I don't. Well, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have an active player right now, but I'm hoping to see some like Bamathis action. Like,
I
this
had
is
one
his,
around
this
for
is his jam.
an hour last night, an hour and a half last night. I don't know if it was an active person or not, but
Yeah,
it was
he's
visible for
got,
an hour.
Someone's piloting him.
Yeah.
but
I say, y'all keep saying there's no active player, but this dude.
I'm
keeps
saying I don't
talking,
know.
Like everywhere. Like there's blessings. He talks on City Channel. I've heard that he's talked on.
I miss
Yeah.
the City Channel stuff.
yeah. It's
But I mean,
not
like,
really-
I don't know for certain. But like, maybe he does. Hopefully he does. I want to see Bamathis. Like this is why we got you, bro.
Right.
This is gonna be his first win. I'm telling you. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Anyway,
I
I was
wanna
actually
see
using
him
it to lead
evolve.
into. I hope to see him die. From this was what I was saying.
I really hope it too. That'd be fantastic.
People
Yeah,
have been
Whirran
asking me
retire
if
immediately.
people have been asking me if he died, where I would go, and I was like, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure.
Come to my house and we'll cry and drink.
I would have to
There
pick a
goes
new.
our
I'd have to pick
guy.
a new god though.
No, you would just Maeve would just or Elene would just be like, "Hey, there's a new person for you to break in Chalk's order." I'll be like, "Why the fuck do I have to do it now?" Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
It would be
Thank you.
cool to see Bama like grow and evolve and become more than, daddy's boy. Kind of how he's portrayed right now.
He's too
Everyone's
perfect.
in a trench
He's
coat.
way too perfect.
Right. Let's see an arc for him.
Yeah, I think
See
that
him
would be
dig
nice.
deeper. Yeah.
Dude was
Oh, yeah.
literally created to be like he's just born a soldier, like to do this one thing. Like he doesn't have like any personal, like he has some personal agency when it comes to doing his duty. But
Right.
he's like I feel like there would be some like like his like that would crack
yeah.
someone eventually. Even like actually, frankly, especially an Aetolian god, these people are like wildly unhinged. So yeah, I there needs to be something going on with that guy. Like maybe like a really like sultry like Albeti god's like, hey, don't hurt me, I'm so cute.
Seely.
And he's like, oh no, I'm finally in love with an Albet. What do I do? It'd be a Romeo and
Ew.
Juliet story for the ages.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
That was definite.
If my perfect war god falls in love with an Albeti god, I am retiring.
Well, be prepared. There's always
You should be emotionally preparing for the inevitable.
Yeah.
Can you
This
purge
will-
your
this
own
will be
god
like
from his
one of
order?
those- The dad comes home with a new girlfriend. It's just like, no, take her back.
I mean, he kind of was being mildly nice to Yanai, and he didn't know who she was. So you never know. You never know.
Wasn't she established? Like they could sense that they were like of
But he-
Varian
he-
though. I think that was
Yeah.
established.
That
He
is
announced
true.
to the order that she was a
Yeah.
Varian.
Yeah.
In fact, that he was the one who
Right.
said it. Yeah, he was the one who said that. Even
that's
I
right.
remember
That's
now.
right. That's right.
They would straight up have to add a new mechanic in where an order can declare war on their own god.
I mean, they should. That'd be fantastic.
Hmm.
I'd never declare war on Bamathis. I would just
I
cry.
mean,
You
fucking
just cry. You just be eating your ice.
great an
and
Helvetii
crying.
god might.
Man, Weird, the more miserable you act about this, the more I want it to happen.
Yeah, you're like,
Like at
Sounds like
first
a
I
nice
was joking,
place.
but I don't know. I think this needs to happen.
Let's say if I become adherent and this is where it goes, I give up. I give up.
Well, the adherent is like it's strife. It's not like Bamathis adherent. Like, and I think
Well-
Mule said when she was helping with the flavor of it, tried to really lean into the strife and less the Bamathis stuff, so that it would be kind of like, I guess, future proofed. So I
Well,
mean, you could still do it.
That's what I'm wondering is like, I know with like Astral, if I were to side hop, like if I were to switch sides, I lose it. But it is spirit type. So I wonder with Strife if you would technically lose it if you switched, or if it's just considered more still neutral in that case. But that's unrelated to the whole
Right.
topic.
I'm feeling
We're back to the tethered gods things. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, Bamathis could work for like. I know there was like a lot of this was actually a source of a lot of drama. That I think almost everybody here except for Whirran and Maeve was around for gosh, close to 2 years ago now. Was the whole Bamathis Dwiren thing.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah, the
felt that
mixed order.
that was more. It wasn't that he was there. It's that there was this kind of like top-down mandate that like everyone had to be anti-Albedi and everyone had like, and therefore everyone kind of had to sort of accept this guy. Like it didn't. It was a very forced decision, which is where I think a lot of the acrimony came from. I still think he could kind of like work
Oh no, he could
in places.
have, and he could have worked in Durant to an extent, and that time period because
Not now.
Not now, no. But they were, they're in a
Before,
stage where it would have worked because they were
We-
leaning into accepting that Shadow may possibly have to be a thing that we may have to use occasionally. So
I thought it was more just because they're actually openly like semi-pro Albedi. Although I'm not a Dwirenite, so I don't know how serious that is.
Yeah,
We had
now
like the mixed order for about 2 months.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like now, yeah, because they allow Albedi. They're not necessarily pro it, but they are, whatever. We recognize them, Mun worship them, whatever.
He
but I'm
was
saying, like,
also
old one, they would have been because of the shadow thing.
he was also fully open to Honorian and Durin worship up until they announced Albedi support.
Yeah.
At which point he
doesn't
gave
care.
us leeway to order enemy every single member of both of those orgs. So I don't think that's an option anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say my thoughts, and I think we should probably go ahead and wrap up because I am standing so that I don't fall asleep, and that because it's getting close to 11. I don't know why I've been tapping out at 11 lately.
Yo.
So my thoughts is that I do think Hearn might end up dying. I think that there may be some inherent risk with things that are going on that it may end up happening. I don't think Bamathis is going to get a win still, but I do think that at some point we're either going to get Oslana coming through or we're going to get Dejani coming through and just wreaking some havoc. I don't know which it's going to be yet, but it's probably one of them.
You think they're gonna be hot though?
I mean, yeah.
Duh.
Like Eldritch
Hot,
Horror,
damn it.
kind of hot, maybe, but actually, no. Dejani's probably really pretty. I bet you because she's like this whole light thing, and most of the
I doubt
Lumpy are bad.
I doubt they have actual like tangible forms. They're probably like a Valamon's just like a flame worm thing.
This is true. Like they when you look
They
at like
probably
the
don't look like
Fury
people.
and you look at some of these other ones, they've kind of been elemental, and they don't have shells yet. They're just pretty much whatever they are. It's like our gods take into getting into like a mortal body to kind of stick together, but the Albedi's just they're so powerful they don't really need all that shit. So I don't know. Maybe she won't. It's hard to say. She may just be some kind of floaty angel shit. Who knows?
Just
I
a
know,
floating
right?
ball of light. That
Holy
talks to people.
crap! The game's gonna end in Evangelion.
Yep, it's going to be Eve. You're right. It's going to be Evangelion ending, and it's going to confuse the fuck out of me just the same.
Those are some good predictions, and I hope we'll be able to figure out what's gonna happen over the next few weeks.
Yes, I hope so.
And I hope I don't miss any of those.
Ditto.
I do have
Yeah.
one tiny thing to throw out. They've been like super cool about throwing stuff on like all the time zones here. That's it. I thought that was really cool
Yeah,
that they've been
Yeah.
doing that.
I agree. Like,
Yeah,
I
agreed.
usually, because I mostly am on during EMEA hours, I don't really get as much anything, but they've been really trying to flex and just kind of do it around the clock, it seems like, which has been absolutely fantastic. Okay.
Hey, Bug, who would win between Ivone and Tanny?
Oh, come on.
I just broke Bug. Anyways, I'd like to offer up a quick summarization of the stream.
Please no.
Quick
Please.
TLDR.
Fine.
Bloodloch rules, the rest of you all suck, and Tet is weird.
Wow.
Okay,
That's a
Wow.
weird one, right?
that
Yeah,
actually,
okay.
That actually fit really well.
I think we all play a really outdated form of game that was made like a gajillion years ago for when there was no real internet. So I think weird is kind of like a given.
Yeah.
Well, I had a good time on the stream at least.
Yeah, it was nice chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for
Wait.
joining. And oh, did you have something? Sorry.
Nothing. I was gonna say it was good.
Yeah. You guys were
Hit us up when you're ready to hop.
And no, it's not. It's okay. But hey, you guys were actually a lot of fun. I know it was a bit of insanity here, but in a good way. That was actually a lot of fun for me too. You gave me a really good perspective of what's been going on in Bloodloch, where it's going, and just I'm excited to see what you guys do. And as I just drew on my screen as a closing statement, Cranky Bulrok, and he smells, just because I wanted to make sure to say that he smells.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hurtful.
Yeah.
And he's beefy.
And he's beefy. I see. Make sure to add it in here.
It's the smell of victory, okay?
Okay. And he's beefy over here. Gonna just put some like lines of smell. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
No.
You flies.
I can't do flies very easily with this pen. Anyway, but you guys, yeah, again, you're fantastic. I appreciate you, bringing it up to have this. Hopefully, if you guys end up wanting to do it again and do some more updates of what's been going on, totally would be a cool thing. But for the group that's here, I don't know, since we did this one, if I'll end up doing the Sunday show. I'll post on the forums if I do. Otherwise, we'll probably try for a Tuesday, and if not, we will have the 14th as the ICTY show. So please make sure you get your questions in if you've not, so that I can bombard him with lots and lots of random things. It could even be statements at this point if you want to say something just random as fuck. I don't care.
Give Raz a cat girl.
Give Raz Catgirl. That actually, I'm going to be a spoiler. That is already in there. So
you should throw up a poll on like Catgirl interest on the forums, and then provide this evidence to Ictinus.
Maybe
Wow.
I will. Maybe I will. Anywho, but thank you guys again. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a good weekend, and we'll all see you in game soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
Sounds
Have a
good.
good night.
Bye everyone.
Have a good night, guys.